Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here tonight. What we'd like to share with you is perception is projection. Perception is projection. You may be wondering what this is. From a very young age, we are taught by our parents, by our role models, by those around us, whether it's at school, from our teachers. We are taught about education, about life values, not realizing that at a later age, when we're in our teens, in our adulthood, we in fact have learned an incredible amount of knowledge. But what if that knowledge was all wrong? If I were to draw a diagram of a circle here, and I was to cut a slice of cheese out from it, I could mark this as there are things that we know. For example, we know that one member of the audience is involved with marketing. We know that another is involved with meditation. And we know that our good cameraman and director has a fantastic life experience as landscaping. Now we know this. But these are things that we know about ourselves. Then there are things that we know that we do not know. For example, do you play volleyball? Do you play cricket? Have you been to Israel? And what do you know of Israel if you've never been? Maybe you picked up a book or read the greatest highlights of the establishment of Jerusalem in 1967. Now, they're these 80% of the rest of the cheese or the cake are things that we don't know that we don't know. Now think about that for a moment. There are things that we don't know that we don't know. What does that say? What does that say about the things that we think we know until somebody actually reveals it to us? So for an example, we may have young people who've unfortunately been living on the street. They become homeless, young people, and due to their circumstances and experiences from their homes, from their family life and upbringing, they've now taken that learning and have now expressed it in negative ways within our community, within our society. They may end up in jail. They may end up taking drugs. They may end up alcoholics. And what does this all say about the young person in general? Because all that the society sees are all the negative impacts from the young person. They see the end result and not realizing that there is something greater and far bigger at issue, at stake. And that is the experiences that they've had up until that moment. Their parents may have been gamblers. They may have been drug addicts. or there may have been mental health issues. So how does that impact upon their perception of life? How does that impact upon how they see themselves as valuable citizens of society? I think we really need to take stock and consider when we see a young person acting out through negative behaviour, maybe, just maybe, they have a story. They have a story to share. And just maybe they have such value and such talent and skill and love within them that they have not had the opportunity to share that with the rest of society. So what is it about perception is projection? That is my story. I was once homeless. I was a street kid. I lived on the streets for 5 years. And all I could see around me was negative connotations that was derived from experiences that I had as a child growing up in a broken family. I lived on the streets and I took the drugs and the alcohol, and I experienced all of these, a variety of emotions that left me feeling hurt, feeling as though there is no reason, no excuse for me to be here. And yet there was something else. There was a light. There was this pinprick, this light at the end of the tunnel that told me that this was worth hanging on to, that there was something out there. And if I was to hang on, that day of opportunity would arrive, and I'd be here, and my life would be transformed, and I could share this. I could share this wonderful, awesome experience with so many others across the planet and make an impact, create an impact upon others. Whether you're a parent, whether you're a son or a daughter, it doesn't matter. Because now I can empathise. I can empathise with people who have come from broken families or have certain issues in their lives. And I think we can all relate to some extent that, yes, we know what it's like to feel loneliness. We know what it's like to feel as though nobody quite understands who we are. Or what is our purpose, the purpose of being here? So with those words, I share with you, remember who you are. Remember your talent. Remember your gift. And the gift, my friends, is a gift I give to you and to each other, is to love and to care for society and for yourself. Contribute to society. And society in return will contribute to you, and you will grow. Thank you.
Awesome.